Flat country, frost clings to the fences. Sagebrush pokes through patches of snow. A single 1985 pickup truck rolls through the silence, dusty blue, with one headlight flickering, no music. Just the thrum of tires and the rattle of chains. On the axle, inside the cab, Jack Rylance stares ahead. Close up Jack's face, asterisk beard half-grown. Hands calloused, eyes bruised with sleeplessness. A photo dangles from the rearview mirror, a girl about 9 years old, curly-haired, smiling, the edges of the picture worn soft by THUMBPRINTS. Jack reaches for his thermos, then sets it down, empty, his sigh fogs the windshield. Int, truck, stop, diner, early morning, asterisk, the bell above the door rings as Jack steps in. Heat washes over him, followed by the smell of burnt coffee and fried eggs. A radio hums low. Talk of military politics. War zones that feel distant but not forgotten. The place is almost empty. White SHOT counter area asterisk. A woman sits alone at the end of the counter. Military fatigue jacket, hood up. Dog tags hidden under her shirt. Her boots are soaked through, mud crusted over the laces. Asterisk. The waitress stands beside her. Awkward, greater than waitress, softly. Ma'am, the card didn't go through. Asterisk. No response. The woman's eyes remain on the coffee cup. Her knuckles are pale, gripping it like a lifeline. Asterisk. Jack watches. Sees something in her stillness. He steps up to the counter, greater than JXS. Asterisk. Add it to mine. Asterisk. No drama. No eye contact. Just words dropped like coins in water. Asterisk. The waitress nods. The soldier glances at Jack. Close up, her eyes steel gray, sharp. Not surprised. Just quietly aware. Asterisk. She doesn't say thank you. Just sips. Her hands stop trembling. Asterisk. Jack sits a few stools down, sips his own coffee. A moment passes like a breath held too long. Ixt. Diner. Later. Asterisk. Jack exits, hands stuffed in his coat pockets. He climbs back into the truck, starts. The engine, it rumbles, then sputters. He taps the dashboard. Asterisk. Snow begins to fall. Light at first, then heavier. A storm's coming, in truck 20 minutes later. Asterisk. The snow thickens, visibility drops. Jack slows down, windshield wipers struggling. Up ahead, a figure on the roadside, hood up. Shoulders hunched. Walking into the storm, it's her. Close up. Jack's face, he pulls over. The figure stops but doesn't move. Asterisk. Greater than. JSEK, opening the door. Asterisk. You'll freeze out here. Asterisk. She hesitates. Looks down the empty road, then silently climbs in. Truck CAB moving. Silence. The heater whines. The road winds between snow-laced pines. Neither speaks. Asterisk. Jack glances at her. Her jaw is tight. A scar peeks from her neck where her jacket dips. Asterisk. She catches him looking. He looks away. Greater than JACK, low. Storm's moving fast. Got a ranger cabin up ahead? Might hole up till it clears? Asterisk. She nods. Just once. That's all. Ranger cabin sunset. The cabin is weather-beaten, abandoned. Half covered in snowdrift, nestled at the edge of a tree line. The sky burns orange behind gray clouds. Asterisk. Jack parks. Grabs a crowbar from behind the seat. Breaks the lock. Asterisk. Inside. Dust, ashes in the hearth. Empty bottles, an old cot, and silence. She kneels by the fireplace, checking the flue. Jack tosses her a matchbox. Wide shot, firelight growing in the dark. The room glows amber. They sit across from each other. Shadows stretch behind them. In cabin night. Asterisk. Wind claws at the walls. Fire pops in the grate. Asterisk. Jack unwraps a dented sandwich, tears it in half. Offers her a piece. She hesitates, then accepts. He takes a sip from his flask, offers it. She declines. Greater than JACK, softly. Names Jack. Asterisk. She chews slowly. Then, greater than woman. Mara. Just one word. He nods. Doesn't push. Later, fair crackling. Asterisk. Jack lays on the cot. Mara leans against the wall, eyes open, watching the door. Asterisk. Jack shifts. Whimpers in his sleep. Flashes of his nightmare, quick cuts. A little girl scream. Asterisk. And overturned. Van. Smoke curling into sky. Jack running. Too late, asterisk, he gasps awake. Sits up, drenched in sweat, asterisk, Miraz beside him. Calm, no words, just hands him his flask. Their eyes meet, she nods once. He breathes, greater than J-I-C-K, barely audible. She was 9. Asterisk, Mara lowers her eyes. A beat of silence, then she speaks, greater than Mara. Asterisk, mine was 7. That's all, no more nightmares that night. In Tabin, dawn asterisk, the fires burned low. Outside, the storm has left a white wasteland. A single coyote sits on the ridge watching them. Asterisk, Jack rises, stretches stiffly. Mara is already dressed, strapping on her boots. Asterisk, he watches her check her belt, no weapon. But the way she moves says she doesn't need one. Asterisk, the radio crackles in the truck outside. Jack steps out to check. In truck, moments later, a voice comes through static, greater than radio. Asterisk, double quotes, tuck. Female commander presumed rogue, survivors classified, Jack stills, his eyes shift toward the cabin, back to the radio, then slowly. He turns the dial down. In Tabin, Jack returns asterisk, Mara stands by the window, watching the coyote disappear into the trees. He doesn't say a word. She doesn't ask, but he knows now. She's not just a soldier, she's the storm. Pines blanketed in white, the sky hangs low with gray weight. The truck's tires are buried. No clear road out. A cold silence fills the valley. Inside the ranger cabin, Jack boils snow for water. Mara sharpens a stick down to a point, her motions precise, not survival for her. Discipline, repetition, focus, asterisk. They haven't spoken since the radio call Jack didn't mention. In ranger cabin, fireplace. Corner asterisk, Jack pulls off his gloves. His fingers are cracked, red with frostbite, asterisk without. A word, Mara walks over. Takes his hand, asterisk, she wraps it with a strip from her undershirt. Tight, clean, greater than Jack, low. You didn't have to, asterisk, Mara, quiet, asterisk. You would have lost 3 fingers by morning, asterisk, she ties the cloth. He watches her, greater than Jack. You were a medic? She doesn't answer, she doesn't need to, flashback style. SHOTS Miraz past, silent, visual only, asterisk, dark water. A submarine door clanging shut, asterisk, a team of 7, all men, loading into a chopper. She is last aboard. Red lit room, briefings, coordinates. Gunfire in a canyon, screams. She kneels beside a dying man, blood on her dog tags. Back to present, asterisk, she stands. Jack breaks the silence, greater than Jack, the radio. Said a SEAL team was. Hit, said Shiren. Mara's face doesn't change, greater than Mara, asterisk, they left us there. Beat, greater than Mara, cond, asterisk, they said it was rogue command. A mistake, miscommunication, asterisk, her mouth hardens. She looks out the frosted window, greater than Mara. I buried 6 men that day. And I didn't run. Asterisk, a log shifts in the fire, sparking embers between. The meth, ixt, forest, later asterisk, Jack chops firewood. Snow crunches beneath his boots. Mara sits nearby, silent, watching the woods. Asterisk, they hear a sound, faint, a whistle. Too clean to be wind. Mara stands, tense, greater than Mara, low. Asterisk, that's a call. Jack, call, greater than Mara, not a bird, not the wind. Someone's tracking. She reaches for a branch, strips it of bark in seconds, carves the end to a spear, greater than Mara. Asterisk, we have until dark. In tea cabin dusk, asterisk, Jack lays out their supplies. A knife, rope, half a protein bar. He moves slower now. The wound on his side from earlier has opened slightly. Asterisk, Mara notices. Peels back his shirt. Red soaks the bandage, greater than Mara. You didn't tell me you were hit. Greater than Jack. Didn't want to be a burden. Mara, you're not, asterisk, she heats a knife in the fire. Sews him up with thread from her sleeve. Jack doesn't scream, doesn't flinch, but his breath shakes. Their eyes lock as she ties the final knot. Asterisk in cabin, nightfall asterisk, the snowstorm has faded, but a fog rolls in like smoke. Outside, the forest seems to breathe. Asterisk Jack sips weak coffee. Mara sits beside the door, back against the wall, her legs stretched out, greater than Jack. You ever miss it? She shrugs, greater than Mara. Asterisk, not the command, the team. Jack, I had a team once, a family. She glances at him, greater than Mara. Asterisk, what happened? Greater than Jack, quiet. Work, late shifts. Missed one too many things. One night I was driving, and I didn't see the van coming the other way. She was in it, my wife. A long pause, greater than Jack. Asterisk, my daughter stopped talking to me. I kept the truck, the jobs, that's all I could keep. Mara nods, not out of politeness, out of recognition, greater than Mara. Asterisk, they gave us medals, folded flags. But they won't say my men's? Names out loud, that's what I kept. Asterisk, she pulls a photograph from inside her jacket, shows it. Close up, photo 7 seals. Grinning, dirty, alive. The one in the middle circled with a pen, her, greater than Mara. Asterisk, that was the last day before the betrayal. Asterisk, Jack looks at it a long time, then offers something in return. He pulls out a drawing, a child's crayon sketch, faded, folded 100 times, greater than Jack. Asterisk, that was the last thing she gave me before the funeral. Asterisk, stick figures, a girl, a man, holding hands. Above them, asterisk, come home soon, Daddy. Asterisk, Mara closes her hand over it. Doesn't speak, but her fingers tremble. Asterisk, ixt, ridge outside. Cabin, dawn asterisk, they pack their few things. The fog hasn't lifted. A flash of metal in the trees. Mara sees it before Jack. Asterisk, she shoves him down. A rifle cracks through the fog. Action, sequence, raw and silent. Asterisk. Mara dives behind a stump. A second shooter, close. Jack grabs the handmade spear, throws it blindly. Miss. Asterisk. Mara disarms the first attacker in 2 motions. Knee to the gut. Knife to throat. Asterisk. Jack tackles the second. They tumble down the slope. Fists pounding snow and bone. Silence. Breaks, a final shot echoes. Then nothing. Asterisk. Mara stands, her coat torn, her knuckles bleeding. Asterisk. Jack climbs back, limping, his side torn open again. One of the men breathes weakly, greater than Mara, low. Asterisk. They weren't after you, greater than Jack, nodding. Didn't think so. She kneels by the wounded man, greater than Mara. Asterisk, who sent you? He spits blood, greater than man, weakly. Asterisk, you shouldn't be alive. Asterisk, she closes his eyes. Not in mercy, in farewell. In cabin that night. Asterisk, Jack's wound is worse. Feverish. Asterisk, Mara presses snow to his forehead. Watches him mutter in sleep, greater than Jack, delirious. Tell her I'm sorry. Greater than Mara. Tell her yourself. She grabs his hand, tight. Asterisk, the fire burns low. The night swallows sound. Asterisk. Fog melts in golden light. A low wind stirs the branches. Smoke rises from the last of the fire inside the cabin. Wide shot, Jack lying on the cot, eyes open slowly. He's alive. Fever broken, bandaged tight across his ribs. His breath is ragged, but real. Asterisk, Mara sits by the window, silent, watching the tree line, her jacket blood-stained, a fresh gash across her cheekbone. She hasn't slept, greater than Jack, weakly. You stayed. Mara, without turning, we're not clear yet. Asterisk, a glint of metal. Through the trees. A low drone overhead. They found her again. Ixt, cabin front. Minutes later, Jack steps outside, leaning on the doorframe. Snow crunches behind him. Mara joins him. Together they stare down the slope. Asterisk, 2 black SUVs crawl through the trees. Greater than Jack, you run, I'll buy you time. She looks at him, greater than Mara. Asterisk, you die. Jack, you gave me a second chance. My daughter. I want her to know I didn't waste it. Mara, soft, you don't owe me anything. Jack, that's the point. The trucks stop, doors open. Asterisk, 3 men in tactical black step out, slow, methodical, silent as predators. This isn't arrest. It's execution. Action sequence. Raw, short, silent shock asterisk Jack moves first, throws a snow-crusted shovel blade like a hatchet. It clangs off a vest, asterisk Mara drops to one knee, grabs Jack's pistol from his coat, fires once, perfect shot. Man down, asterisk one circles around. Mara uses the side of the cabin to launch off. Knife drawn, takes him cleanly, asterisk third grabs Jack, throws him down. Gun raised, click, empty, asterisk he pulls the trigger again. Still empty, Mara's voice. Greater than Mara, off screen, asterisk you're out. Asterisk she steps into frame, breath visible in the cold air. Blood dripping from her fingers, asterisk she doesn't. Shoot, just stares. The man hesitates. Then flees into the trees. Mara lowers the gun. In cabin, shortly after Jack sits, breath wheezing. Mara crouches, patching his wound again. Greater than Jack, groaning. You didn't kill him. Mara, I've buried enough men. Asterisk she ties off the bandage. Then she stands, greater than Mara. Asterisk, they'll send more. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep running. Jack watches her, then slowly, painfully. He pulls his wallet from his coat, pulls out his ID, hands it to her, greater than Jack. Take it. Take the truck. Go where they won't look. She stares at it, greater than Mara. Jack, if they find you, greater than Jack, firmly. Asterisk, let them, I've run too. I know what it costs. Asterisk a long pause. Then Mara does something she hasn't done the entire story. She steps forward and hugs him. Not long, not emotional. But real, greater than Mara, quiet. Thank you. It's a mountain ridge. Twilight asterisk, the truck wanes slowly down the trail. Taillights fading in the mist. Mara at the wheel, asterisk Jack stands behind, coat wrapped tight, watching the last of her disappear into the fog. He turns and walks back toward the cabin. Asterisk. Int diner weeks later, asterisk different town, same cracked vinyl booths. Same weak coffee. But the light is warmer. Jack looks stronger, straighter. A waitress approaches. Greater than waitress, smiling. Asterisk, someone left this for you. Said you'd come in around this time. Asterisk, she hands him a letter. No name on it, just dog tags taped to the back. And dinner close-up Jack opens the letter greater than I've always walked away before. But not this time. Asterisk, the truck's safe. I gave your ID to a friend. She makes sure no one follows you. Tell your daughter you made it home. I never did, but you still can. Asterisk. Asterisk, he closes the letter slowly. Asterisk reaches into his coat. Pulls out the drawing, the stick figure. The one that says, asterisk come home soon, daddy. Ixt, payphone, same TOWN night asterisk, a single payphone under a street lamp. Snow falling soft as ash. Asterisk, Jack steps inside. Drops coins, dials, rings once, twice, then a voice, small, unsure, greater than young woman on phone, asterisk, asterisk his throat. Catches, greater than Jack, it's is, silence, then a breath, greater than young woman, whispering, Dad? He shuts his eyes, smiles. The first real smile we've seen. Ixt, ridge, somewhere else, same night asterisk, the truck rests under the stars. Mara leans against it. Hair blowing in the wind. She watches the horizon, then walks into the darkness. Asterisk A. Shadow among the pines. Fade out. Final message, call to action, greater than if this story stirred something in you. If you've ever met a stranger whose quiet kindness changed your life, share it below. Some heroes don't wear medals. Some just pay for coffee and never look back. Asterisk, and if you've ever been lost in the storm, remember, even a whisper of warmth can become a fire strong enough to lead someone home.